What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the Great Man Sauce. How you going, buddy?
I'm very good, mate. I'm very good. Towards the end of the week, but we're getting in here. We did have this plan to come on Tuesday because we did want to go through the Champions League fixtures and look at that, but that's all happened. But we'll review it a bit later in the show. But we're here, fronted up, 240 on the clock. We're nearly a bit more than what Uzi Khawaja made over there in Sri Lanka. I'm not sure if you've seen that. I thought I'd give that an honourable mention. Anytime you score a double ton in Test cricket, that's a phenomenal feat. Let me just tell you, it's not easy to score 200 runs in a match. Yeah, over 200, I should say.
Especially in the subcontinent as well, where Australia's seamlessly struggled over the years. So, and a shout out also has to go to Steve Smith, 10,000 runs, Test runs, mate.
Yep.
Massive achievement. So, and he also moves to 7th all time.
Probably going to pass Ponting. Could pass Steve Waugh.
He's passed Steve Waugh in terms of centuries. He's only got one Aussie to pass. He needs 6 more centuries to tie Ponting, 7 more to pass him.
Oh.
Can he do it?
Massive.
And then can he go for the illustrious? Can he get another? The French Revolution needs you on COD, Domenico. No, I'm right, thanks. Hi, Multiverse. And hello, anyway. Julia, how are you? Don't worry, mate. If I showed you what Magda sent to me in the DMs this week, Julio, you piss yourself laughing. All right, you'd actually laugh your head off. I'm not going to share Magda's private stuff. You actually piss yourself laughing. Anyway, it's a news breaking day by chance. We just happen to have the podcast on today. Regardless, and stories broke, and I was listening to Sports Card Nonsense talk about how they reckon this could be one of the biggest stories they've had in such a long time. I just disagree on that part because I think the card porn story was the biggest story in the hobby in the last 12 months, 12 to 18 months, whatever it was, 2 years. That's probably how long it's been now. But I'm going to play the clip. And you're all going to hear it. Yeah, this is Backyard Breaks. What's his name? Grant? Is it Grant? Pretty sure his name's Grant.
I don't know. Lemon. That's what he's referred to on this show.
Or Dickhead. Maybe that's what we'll call him. This is the clip in question, which... as a father, especially yourself, Saucy, you're a father, and you're a father of a little girl. So these are the comments that were made by the great and powerful Fuckstick.
Hey, Paul, pierce my nipples like I'm his girlfriend. I think if I have a daughter, I'm going to have her pierce them at 6 years old.
It's a good age
to do it. We have Anthony and De'Aaron Fox. Is that all right?
It's a good age.
That's a good age, right? Emotion, 6 years old, pierce them up early. Get her pierced up early.
Just do it at birth.
You know what I'm saying?
I won't even feel it.
At birth. Hey, why not, G-Hood? Why not? Redemption, be Curry, be Luca. We have Russell, Grady for Fungus. Keontae's going crazy. Wow. And a Victor Weaponanas is at number 3. I hope my daughter has some calcium cannons. Is that allowed? Is that number 3? Can we team bag that number 3? I really hope she does. Here we go.
Where's
Rookie ticket red? TJD. Why can't I say that? What?
I mean, you could say it.
What do you mean?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I want her to get a nice little OnlyFans, pay for me and Mama's Christmas.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it.
All you need is a couple milkers.
If she,
what I'm
if they're
saying?
fully naturally developed, you won't have to pay for them later on.
Exactly.
It only saves you.
I'm going to pay for them either way. We have Sabonis. Battering ram. God, I can't wait to have a daughter.
It just gets worse every time I listen to it, to be honest.
Seriously, Dom.
Actually worse.
Just an absolute peanut. An absolute peanut. He's saying that he hopes he has a daughter, in essence, in short, so he can pimp her out and make money off her.
and he's praying to God that she's born with large features, top half of her body, and he hopes that's the case. So
Absolutely
then he
disgusting.
doesn't have to pay to get them. And clearly, all right, like I know this sounds ridiculous because I'm assuming it, but he clearly seems under the influence of something, whether it's alcohol or whatever it is. But regardless, there's no excuse. And the other guy as well saying, like, yeah, it's okay to say those things. Who the fuck are you? Shut the fuck up. Like, who's that guy?
A peanut. Both of them.
Like,
That's
who
what they've got in
actually
their
is that guy?
brains. Peanuts. To make those comments, that's horrendous.
Like, you brought the frat college approach to breaking in the hobby, mate, and then you just come out and literally gone full frat boy with the comments that you're making about females. And don't get me wrong, the comments made about females are completely wrong. But the fact that you're talking about like minor girls, talking about like little girls,
Disgusting. Like what? Yeah, the
don't
thought
actually.
process. What the thought process is from this guy to make such comments is beyond me. Like when I listen to it, I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, how can you think in that manner? To think that it's okay to pierce your daughter's nipples at the age of 6. Like, what? Are you cooked? Are you cooked? Are you actually cooked?
He's seriously got some issues. There's been a lot of obviously comment. Everyone's spoken about this today, ranging from everyone, like meme pages in the hobby to, like I mentioned before, sports card nonsense, and they were completely disgusted. And Jeff Wilson made some comments, and we're going to look at Jeff because you want to be a leader in the industry. We have to look at the comments and statements that you made, and this was something that he said. He said he is a father of a young girl. So he said, as a father of a young daughter, I was pretty disgusted at Backyard Breaks comments last night. I know their shtick is to be edgy, but there is a line and they completely blew past it. I'm glad they apologized, and I hope they truly do grow to be more respectful and empathetic in the future, which is a good statement. All right. And then everyone's gone to practically headhunt him. And I agree with a lot of the sentiment that everyone had in terms of we here personally are not all for cancel culture. You know what I mean? I'm not here to fucking have anyone cancelled, but fuck that guy. And fuck Panini for backing him and giving him loaded boxes. Fuck everyone that buys from him after that they've done so many shady things in the hobby, and we kept coming on this show. And our
How
mate
many
Dan,
times, Doma? How many times? Like
Card Man,
how many
told
chances?
everyone.
How many chances do they get, bro? How many chances do you get? Like this is, and it's not. This is the thing, guys. What you understand, like this is probably one of the most disgusting things they've done. But there's been other things that they have done in the past,
And you keep letting them
and they've
get a
been
pass.
called
Like,
out,
they keep getting a
and
pass. These
pass
pricks.
after pass.
And then Jeff came out and said this later on. He said the hobby's asking me to cut ties with Backyard Breaks. He says I have no ties, which is fair enough. I've never done business with them or featured them in any content, nor will I, which is fine. And then obviously it comes to Whatnot. I personally think, and straight out, we tell it as it is. He goes, I personally think Whatnot should suspend them, especially since an owner of Backyard Breaks was the one who made the comments. I have shared my thoughts with Whatnot. Whatnot has reviewed the processes for these situations. And he said the right thing. I completely agree with him. He said the right thing. I think Whatnot should suspend him. I know a lot of people said you should suspend the owner and they should be allowed to still go about their business. I completely disagree with that because he's the reflection of your whole entire entity and business. And why should he keep profiting even that, he's been booted off the platform? It's one in, all in. We're not dealing with a Fortune 500 company here where they just replace the CEO, they put out a statement, the shares go down because the shareholders are disgusted, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And people get pushed out anyway. You know, they don't cover. We talk about the cover up stuff because it's conspiracies and the big stuff, and who knows what happens. But those people, if they make those comments and then get caught, they're out. And the fact that he's publicly made these comments, he's got to go.
100%, you're correct, mate. You're 100% correct.
I don't know.
Soft stance. If Whatnot doesn't at least, you might not ban him from the platform, but they should suspend their accounts for a period of time so that they, they could probably still break. They could probably still break on YouTube and do other means, but they won't be able to use the Whatnot platform. So
I just think this should come from like shit like this has happened, and people say give him a second chance. These guys have had 400 chances. We're going to give him a second chance to say more things about underage children. That's what the second chance is for, because they've had about 10 chances in terms of fumbling fucking cards. Why do you think every time we make jokes about when we're going to do Christmas giveaways and we said, oh, we'll fumble the cards and we'll chuck in a G.I. Joe card as a joke if we hit something massive? It's because they were doing it. They were legitimately rorting people. And people just continue to buy this stuff. This should not just stem from Whatnot getting rid of them. Their distribution should be fucking cut. They should be just done. He doesn't get a second chance. F him. I couldn't give a shit. That's his livelihood. Guess what? Go make a life somewhere else. Just not in cards. And then go and when you go for a job interview, make sure you go show that video to your future employer and see if you ever get a job ever again while you're at it. Because you know the problem, that's on the internet, everyone's got it. And if someone wanted to ruin his life, every time he applied for a job and they found out where he worked, they just send an email to his employer and be like, this is the type of person you want representing your company. And I guarantee you anywhere on planet Earth, they would be like, you made these comments, we're relieving you of your duties. You got to go. Simple as that.
Absolute peanut.
So I'm just going to put this out to the hobby. I'll give it a week's time. It shouldn't be more than 1 day. But in a week's time, if these guys are still practicing, in a month's time, they're still practicing, and people actually going out there and paying to go into breaks.
Yeah. As a hobby, we should blue ball them. No one should buy into their breaks. Fuck them. Fuck them. Force them to sell their stock to other breakers because they can't break because no one wants to buy their breaks. Fuck them. Straight out.
I don't disagree with you. Oh, I'm completely with you. So, Saucy, yeah, you've got the great honor, mate.
Well,
we found
Grant or whatever the hell his name
is. What's the fucking day? It's the 31st of January, and we've already given out the award. It's going to be pretty hard to top this one.
It's going to be hard to top this for Lemon of the Year. But Grant from Backyard Breaks in general, how many more chances you get? I don't know. This, people in the hobby need to realize these are not people you want representing this great hobby of ours. These fucking peanuts. You want to be funding your money into people that essentially have pedophilia thought. That's what that is. What's to say he has a child? And you watch that the documentary, the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Hey, that could happen. That could happen. Yeah, like what the father was doing to the son, disgusting. Yeah, disgusting. Just remember that. So, Backyard Breaks, you guys are the biggest lemons, the lemons of the year.
Legit, straight out.
You've topped it. You are lemons. Fuckwits, really. Let's not beat around the bush here. They're disgusting. Doma, they deserve everything coming for them. And you know what? The sad thing is, and I'll tell you how it is, nothing will probably happen to them. I'll be honest with you, because that's how fucked up this hobby is, man.
I completely agree with you. Like, it's actually laughable. I completely agree with you. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me in a week's time they're still out there with their big fake chains on, stupid hats upside down, and doing the crap that they've always done in the past, and they're still breaking the most and getting the most allocation, and because people would just be like, yeah, but they're entertaining. They can say what they want, but they're entertaining. Fuck. I'm telling you, if they get a pass, it'd be the biggest blight on the hobby of all time, to be honest.
I'm having a little giggle because Kobe Card's Lemon of the Year. I love it. I remember when Andrew Goldberg won it. Kobe Cards from IG. Yes, we remember when Andrew won it. We invited him on the show to receive it, and he refused.
Yeah, I don't think he was too happy about that, to be honest. But anyway.
A bit of a lighter note, we've got to lead out of it because we know, obviously, on this show, we like to have a laugh. We like to entertain.
We're serious when we have to be serious.
But that was, that was called for. We've led the show with that 15 minutes. We're going to move on from it. But yeah, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. If you have ever bought into backyard breaks, breaks in the past, that's okay. We forgive you here at this show, but don't ever again. All right? Don't ever again. Because you are supporting people that are absolute lemons. Lemons
of the year.
They won it. It's January. January's not even over, and they've won it. It's impossible to top that. Impossible.
Well, let's move on. So let's get into some NBA. And let's just talk about the player pool, the All-Star break, in what is, I can't believe I'm saying it. It's the most irrelevant league on the planet at the moment, the NBA. But I don't know. I just struggle.
It's limping to the playoffs, isn't it?
I'm just struggling season by season at the moment. And you know me, this is like my true love for a sports league. Oh, outside of the EPL, like this was the it and a bit for me. Like, and even for you, especially you, but it was it and a bit for me.
Yeah, been a bit on and off. Been watching here and there, obviously keeping up with the scores and everything, but haven't caught too many games over the last few weeks. Busy, but nonetheless, we'll have a look at the All-Star.
The player pool, we've got Curry, Durant, SGA, LeBron, and Jokic. They're the starting five. AD, Ant-Man, Harden, Jaren Jackson, Sengun, Wembanyama, and Jalen Williams. Then in the East, we've got Giannis, Brunson, Mitchell, Tatum, Towns. They're the starting five. Then we've got Brown, Cunningham, Garland, Herro, Lillard, Mobley, Siakam, and notable exclusion here is LaMelo Ball, clearly, which is the interesting one, if you ask me.
I thought he'd get a lot on the fan vote, LaMelo Ball. He's got a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, someone here makes a comment. Pinoy Burns says Herro over Trey Young, LaMelo, and Tyrese Maxey. Valid?
How can you Maxey, man? Have you seen where Philly is sitting? Come on,
bro. Yeah, I agree.
Come on, bro.
Might as well put Bronny James in.
Did you see today he was copping MVP chance? I think that was today or yesterday.
You see he's
when he
AM1?
got to the line. Yeah, when he got to the line.
Pretty good AM1.
One bookmaker had his over-under at 1 point, like for him to score 1 point.
The bookmaker should have a market on if he's going to build a house by the end of the season with it, how many bricks he's been putting up, mate. That's what
PR. It's all for PR, Dom. Sure.
It is. It's all for LeBron.
Has to be. To be. Yeah. Look. What do we? What can we say? I can't really disagree with that. Yeah, I think Kyrie could have snuck in there.
Someone said no book. Put a Booker in. And you know my feelings on Booker. Come on, bro. Yeah, you tell him, Sauce. Come on, bro. Booker. Dude. Seriously? Booker. No Sabonis, they said, either. I don't know.
It's going to
I don't
be
think
it's
so.
going to be hard because isn't this voted? I mean, the starting five is voted by the fans anyway. So I'm just glad my boy SGA got in there again.
Well, I was going to say, at least SGA is in there.
Yeah, now we need to
KD.
see him win the MVP because he's having a great season. He's having a very good
Oh, he
season.
should, but there's another guy there, the big Serb.
Yeah. Was he had how many games in a row he had triple double? He was on fire. Absolutely on
Well,
fire.
they're up into fourth. Up into fourth, Denver, in the West.
I said, what did I say? Don't write him off. Don't write him off.
Lakers are fifth. How are you holding strong? What's your thoughts on AD? AD's comments saying that the front office, all we need is one more piece, mate, and we can win a chip this year. What's your thought?
So now it's
AD's been playing pretty well.
LeBron's gone to AD, said, "Look, I've done enough for the GM. I need you to do your part. So you just go out there and say this."
Data Davis. We're gonna find it.
AD, I already fucked it up when I made him get rid of the whole team after we won a championship. So you better go out there and take this one.
If you go the brow, you go broke or something.
One more piece, one more schmeece, Doma. We're not winning shit. Doesn't matter. We're not winning nothing. We're not going to win anything with Jimmy Buckets. I'm telling you.
I saw that the Heat are going to trade the buckets, Jimmy Buckets to the Bucks for Chris Middleton and another player. Was it Bobby Portis? Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton for Jimmy Butler.
Interesting.
I'd do it.
Not a bad move, actually.
Who coaches the Bucks?
Doc Rivers. Oh no.
Who coached Jimmy Buckets? Beep, 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 beep.
Philly. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. He ran over him and then oh my wow. He ran over him and then he literally went back, forth. That's what he did to him. He literally threw him under the bus in Philly.
Can you imagine Giannis, Lillard, and Buckets all on the same team? Mate, Giannis and Lillard had an identity crisis on who was going to be the go-to guy in that team for a season. Imagine if Buckets comes in. Buckets wants more shots at the Heat. He's not going to get any shots at the Bucks.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't see it working. I think that's a silly trade, to be honest.
Vinny, hello boys. Will it matter when the All-Star game is pathetic? Pathetic. P. Cripps would get 3 votes in this game. I agree. He would get 3 votes in this game. It's a layup drill.
I don't know what they've been trying to figure out a resolution for this for years.
I told you what we gave the answer on the show, Source.
Yeah, we did.
64-game season reduces back-to-backs. All-Star game, the winner gets home court. And that's it. East versus West. You have the play-in tournament. Every game means something. Your playoff series, a best of 5 at the beginning. Fuck the television rights, man. Your viewership's gone down 48% into 50% in 10 years. So,
Adam Silver said he could lower the quarters to 10-minute quarters.
What's that going to do? But is he going to reduce the ticket prices? He's not. So you're going to pay the exact same amount for less time at a game.
Tickets have skyrocketed over there, but you can still get good, cheap tickets if you go to average teams.
I understand that. But that's just stupid.
Like if you go into Chicago, it's pretty cheap to watch Chicago games these days.
Wasn't when I went, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know. That was when they were half decent.
They were actually, they had Luol Deng, Kirk Heinrich in that team.
Yeah, but that was also because you went and watched Miami.
Yeah, it's true.
And that was LeBron with the big three, Dwayne,
Yeah.
Wade, Bosch. So people with the prices would have been expensive
That's
for that game. If it was like Sacramento coming to town, would have been cheap.
Yeah, dollar tickets. Well, I did pay $30 for a Grizzlies ticket.
There you go.
Yeah, but I don't know. They got to fix it. I don't think making it 10 quarters is going to fix this issue.
Minute quarters, not the
And
solution.
then, the other thing on top of that too,
Yeah,
you got to stop giving all the power to the players. You got to stop giving all the powers to the players, like in the NFL. And then the last and the most crucial piece of the puzzle is you got to stop being the most woke league in all of sports on planet Earth. Just play the game. These hardworking people come to the game to watch you play and appreciate you as an athlete. They don't want to be told who to vote for, what they should be doing, who they should be cooking breakfast for in the morning. They don't want everything politicized and agendas pushed on them. We said it about the AFL. These people come as an escape. It's a time where they can enjoy something that they love, which is sport and the athletes that play in it. And it's not this whole LeBron shut up and dribble thing. It's got nothing to do with that. These people appreciate everything you do. And that's why they put their hard-earned money to come watch you play. So play. You don't need to try and change people's minds. Because I can guarantee you, if the people in the stands said to LeBron James, we don't want you to deal with China and all this stuff and all that stuff happened, and they went hard on him. I know he apologized or whatever he did, but if they said, "Oh, we don't want you to believe in this," you reckon LeBron with his billion dollar contract, sponsorship contract that Nike is going to turn around and be like, "Yeah," he'll turn around and be like, "I'll do whatever I want." So why force these people to go do that shit? Focus on your league. It is down dramatically. It is suffering. It is boring as batshit. Stop shooting 4,000 threes. It is boring to watch. It is so boring to watch. I drive into the lane and then they just kick the ball out for a three. How is that fun? It's just crap.
It's not good basketball. It's not good basketball.
It's terrible. It's terrible. So, anyway.
Look, there are still a few good teams that are good to watch in the way that they move the ball. But
I agree with you. There is, but it's just
few and far between.
Pretty average, to be honest. Any final thoughts before we move on?
No, we look forward to the second half of the NBA season because obviously the last 30 games before playoffs is the most important because that's when teams actually start trying. And then, playoffs, obviously. We're looking forward to that.
Perfect. All right, let's move on to some EPL and Champions League. If it wants to load. Here we go. Where's the results? It's about pretty decent results. United, where are we? We've got to go back to
the Premier League
20th. Yeah, we're going to go back to the 18th. Yeah. Bournemouth defeated Newcastle. Oh, no.
The 18th?
Yeah. Crystal Palace 2-0 over West Ham. Wait, Man United, Brighton. We got smashed. No, we spoke about that. Spoke about City. No, here we go. Arsenal Wolves. Arsenal wins 1-0. Newcastle 3-1 over Southampton. Liverpool slap Ipswich 4-1. Everton 1-0 over Brighton. Bournemouth defeat Nottingham 5-0. Man City over Chelsea 3-1. Tottenham lose to Leicester 2-1. Brentford over Palace 2-1. West Ham and Villa draw 1-1. And then Lissandro Martinez scores the winner against Fulham. That's not the guy that I would have picked, but you heard me right. So some interesting results there, Saucy. I'll give you the upcoming fixtures. We have Nottingham, Brighton, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Everton, Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton, Newcastle, Fulham, Wolves, Villa, Brentford, Tottenham, United versus Palace, Arsenal versus City this week,
Big game.
and Chelsea versus West Ham. Massive game source. The standings as follows. My internet is lagging so much. I'm going to stop the screen. I want to share the standings. Come on. Come on.
Is it working? I can get it.
Here we go. I got it. Here we go.
There we go.
Zoom in. Liverpool on top. They have a game in hand, but they're 6 points clear of Arsenal in second, Nottingham in third, City in fourth, Newcastle in fifth, Chelsea in sixth. Then we've got Bournemouth, Villa, Brighton, Fulham, Brentford. United is 11 points behind Chelsea. Can we catch them for this bet with Manuel? This was exactly the same situation Chelsea was in last year with United, and then they actually ended up finishing on top. And I think I lost that bet on the last day of the season, to be honest. So, how are we looking down here? Tottenham in 15th. They're looking good in relegation position. They're struggling, man.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Everton's actually may have a little bit of hope. They changed coach. They sacked their coach and they brought in David Moyes, who's a favourite of the club previously there. And he's already won. I think he's won his first 2 games. So
2 games.
Let's see if Everton can stay, because I don't think they've ever been relegated. Everton. I think that in their club's history. I don't know if
I'm not sure
or not. I don't know.
I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. We had some Champions League games as well, so it was all the Champions League games were played on Wednesday morning, which was epic.
Every game. Yeah.
Some of the results: Villa over Celtic 4-2, Barca Atalanta drew 2-2, Bayern won 3-1, Madrid beat Brest 3-0, Zagreb defeat Milan 2-1, Arsenal beat Girona 2-1, Inter over Monaco 3-0, City defeated Club Brugge 3-1, PSV defeats Liverpool 3-2. That's their first loss in the Champions League, actually. Liverpool. Atletico defeat Salzburg 4-1. PSG defeat Stuttgart 4-1. And that brings us to the standings. So this is going to be interesting because I want to see, I'm not sure where this goes from here in terms of how they do the pairing. So the top 8, which was automatic qualification, is Liverpool, Barca, Arsenal, Inter, Atletico, Leverkusen, Lille, and Aston Villa scraped through. The other 1, 2, 3, 4. The other 16 teams, I think, play each other for the opportunity.
I wonder if it's in order of the ladder, like 9th place, 24th, and so on, or they put them into the ball, or they put them into the balls and then draw it out.
They'd be silly. I reckon they should.
Then why have you got the ladder? They should just do that. 9 versus 24th.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Versus 23rd. And then, look at that. 11th versus 22nd. That's Real Madrid versus Manchester City.
Well, actually, I think that's how that is how it happens, because I actually saw something about Man City.
Then you got Milan versus Juventus. That's a big game.
Yeah, because
PSV versus Feyenoord. Oh, massive.
On the stream source, they were saying, the commentators, that Man City would play either Madrid or Bayern Munich, depending on how the results fall. So that means it must be 9-24, 10-23 in the seed. It has to be, because they were saying they play either them two, and Madrid finished 11th, 22nd is Man City, and Bayern missed out on that other spot.
It would make sense why they've done this ladder system, wouldn't it?
And then the teams completely knocked out of note. We've got Shakhtar Donetsk, Girona, Dinamo Zagreb. So they said it would equalise the teams that are going straight through. Lille, Aston Villa. So we've got 1, 2,
There's 8.
3. 3. Is that all 3? No, 3 of the 4 EPL teams have all made it straight through.
Yeah.
That's
There you
pretty.
go.
That's pretty good.
1 Italian league, 1
2
French,
Spanish,
2 Spanish,
1 German.
1 German.
Nice.
Here we go. Look, I think the ladder format, the way they've done it, has grown on me, Dom. I actually don't
like
mind
it.
it.
I like it.
I don't mind it.
It means every game is worth playing for.
Yeah, and obviously this next round, that's when they start becoming 2 legs.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. It's going to be cracker.
Huge.
That's it for the Champions League. All right, let's get to some NFL source. First up, we had Philly just demolish the Commanders 55-23 in the NFC Championship game. It was a bath.
Yep. And if you didn't listen to, our good friend Cage Lawyer, and he was speaking about, he put a little bit of a post out saying there wouldn't be a better time to sell your Jaden McDaniels cards than now. A few weeks ago, I think he was mentioning it. It wasn't just before, that game. It was literally when he won his first playoff game and there was excitement. That was your moment. So if you didn't sell out, ask Joe Burrow, has he been back to the Super Bowl or has he been back to the conference game or whatever it is? So it's not that easy to get back there. It's not that easy. When you have that moment with the young quarterback, fresh out the draft and his cards are hyped, you got to capture that moment. Take a bit of profit. But if you didn't, well, you're a lemon. So sorry.
And the crazy thing, Source, about the AFC Championship game, if you go back just 1 week to Bills versus Ravens, Bills scrape through off a drop catch by the Ravens tight end. I'm pretty sure it was the tight end. And then make it through to the AFC Championship. And to try and extend it in the AFC Championship, Josh Allen throws a Hail Mary and their player drops an absolute sitter to get within field goal range to kick, pretty much send it to overtime or drive to win the game. Dropped an absolute sitter.
Butterfingers.
And Mahomes has gone to his 3rd straight Super Bowl. Can he beat Hurts? He's beaten him before.
I thought it was going to be Ravens' year, but I should have known the NFL scripting with they want Swifty at the game, more publicity.
Well, you said that.
I said that, but I was going for the Ravens all the way. I did say that,
but
I've mentioned about the
Swifty.
They want the Swifty down there.
So you going? Who you backing? Eagles or Chiefs?
Chiefs. It's not a question.
I'm going Chiefs.
He just gets the job done, doesn't he? It's not this Monday. It's next Monday.
Yeah.
So there's a week off, and then it is next Monday, I believe. It's shown live on Channel 7, I seen. So Channel 7 here in Australia will be showing it live, and they'll probably show a replay, or they might even have it on demand on the app because they've got the rights to it later on. So even if you can't watch it, you might be able to watch it after work or so on. But just thought I'd mention that. And look, we probably won't mention it until the game's been played. We probably won't go into it next week. We'll just give our picks. We're both picking the Chiefs. Obviously, in Mahomes we trust, and we might have to get the Messiah on if they win. He might lose the plot. He might lose the plot.
You know what I want? I reckon the Messiah. I can see him just getting this giant Mahomes portrait tatted on his back, his whole back. Could you see that happening?
Yes.
And having it, and then tatting a giant Kansas City logo on his chest.
Uh,
He'd be
I
super
wouldn't be
excited.
surprised if he did do it. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it true that no
I think-
teams ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row? Is that? I might have to be fact checked there, and I'm happy to be fact, but I'm pretty sure no teams ever won 3 straight. Brisbane Lions style in the AFL, mate. Yeah, I don't think so. This is where we need Matty Cams. Yes? No?
Here we go.
Here we go, Sauce.
Here we go. Has an NFL team ever won 3 straight Super Bowls? No, I don't think so. The Chiefs are the 4th team in NFL history to appear in at least 3 straight Super Bowls. The Bills infamously own the record for consecutive Super Bowl appearances with 4, and they lost all of them. That's hilarious.
As they do in the
The Miami
NFL
Dolphins
Sauce.
were the first team to reach 3 straight Super Bowls. Miami was the runner-up in the 1971 season before winning 2 straight Super Bowls.
As they do when the receivers catch the ball and they point forward like that. I was actually right for once on a stat. For every 100 stats I say,
Patriots, Tom Brady Patriots were the last team to do it, like reach, but no team's actually won it. They've all lost one. So
does that mean we change the tip? Or do we add this to Mahomes' legacy when he finally gets the 7 Super Bowls eventually? For the comparison with
people
Brady.
are saying he's already the GOAT if he wins 3 in a row because it's never been done before.
You know what the funniest thing is, Sauce? You know what my argument's always going to be? Mahomes lost to Brady in a Super Bowl. So if you lose to the GOAT, how can you ever be the GOAT? That's my theory.
Fair point.
That's my theory. We spoke about GOATs last week. And we said Jordan beat all the best players. And you can't. And Pippen argued that how can LeBron be better than Curry when he could never beat Curry more than, well, just couldn't beat Curry.
Beat him once.
Yeah, no, but he couldn't the majority of the time.
Only team ever to come back for 3-1 down.
Yeah, so
there's arguments everywhere, Don. There's arguments everywhere.
They lost 31-9 in that Super Bowl. The Chiefs. They got slapped.
They got destroyed.
Slapped. And you know what Mahomes did in that game? 3 field goals to get to 9. He didn't even throw a TD.
He's come a long way, mate. He had to get mastered by the master, and then now he's become the master.
He threw 2 interceptions in that game.
He's gone 3 straight.
He threw 2 interceptions in that game, Sauce.
3 straight. Chiefs to kick a field goal in the first half.
Sauce.
And Kelsey
you do know if he does get the 7, just to stir the pot with the Messiah. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, yeah, Jordan, 6 for 6. That's fine. I'm going to say Mahomes played against the GOAT in the Super Bowl and he lost. So he had his chance to beat the GOAT and he couldn't beat him. So how can you make him the GOAT when he lost to the GOAT? That's all I'm going to say. I just watch him just punch me.
Wind up all the Mahomies.
Yeah, that's it. My homeboy. I actually like Mahomes. So anyway, we'll see what happens. All right,
Chiefs.
so I'm gonna.
Chiefs.
I'm still sticking with the Chiefs. You know, on this show, we love seeing history made. So let's hope that they actually get the job done. Over to you for some UFC.
Yes, Doma, UFC fight night. We went over the card from the other week, but hang on, where is it? Oh, that's the one. UFC fight night. It's a big one, Doma. Look at this. Hang on, scroll up. Adesanya versus Imamov. This is fight night. right?
Have you seen all the
And
memes around this source? They said like Riyadh season fight night card versus the next pay per view, and they said how can the fight night card be better than a pay per view card?
it
All the
is cool
memes.
because the main card starts at 4 a.m. So it's going to be an early one, or you can stay up all night and 1 a.m. But anyway, the main card 4 a.m. kicks off
On
this
Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's either, I don't know what you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, but hey, if you're dedicated, you're dedicated, get up. It's a cracker card. Like Izzy versus Nazul Imanov. You got Shara Magomedov versus Michael Page, Sergey Pavlovich against Yarinso Rochazinku in the heavyweight, Sardana Magomedov against Vinicius Oliveira, Fares Yam against Mike Davis in the lightweight, and then in the prelims, you got the Aussie Khan Offley against Muhammad Naimov. Then you got Shamil Gaziv against Thomas Peterson, Terence McKinney against Damir Hadzovic, Yasmin Yazdavicius.
Jazudavicius.
Jazudavicius.
Have you seen the stuff around this source? The girls, I think, need to fight in full skins.
Oh, okay.
This is the first female matchup the UFC have put on a card, I'm pretty sure.
Right,
And
okay.
the women need to be covered. So I was actually reading a story about this.
There you go.
I think they have to wear, you know how they train in like the full skins?
Yep.
When they go, like when they roll, they're just going to fight in that, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, interesting.
Because when WWE have their pay-per-views over in Riyadh,
yeah,
all the female fighters fight in like the Ian Thorpe one-piece
yeah, I see.
suits, and they got glitter and stuff all over it. The divas, they can't show any skin. So interesting. So yeah,
that's the laws over there. That's the laws, mate. Like
that's
what
the
do
laws.
you know?
The girl, not the Canadian girl, the other girl was talking about it. She was just like, "Oh no," she actually goes, "Oh, just respect the culture. That's their culture, and I respect that."
Yeah,
she's like, "I want to fight, and that's the culture. I respect it." And she goes, "It's something different." So
there you go.
Yeah,
I think you just have to be on board with it, and I'm sure she's getting a nice payday. Obviously, being probably the first women to go do it over there.
4 a.m. You know what's on at 10 a.m. Sunday? The greatest thing from our childhood. What was the greatest thing in wrestling in our childhood?
Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Well, did I get that?
Yes.
What a fluke. It is. Royal Rumble was the best.
Yeah.
It was the best one of the best pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's on Sunday.
So there you go.
As they say, live.
Is that on Netflix?
On Netflix.
What? No extra payment or whatever. If you got Netflix, you can watch it.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's how it works now.
What? So you're telling me I can watch the Royal Rumble? Oh, that's elite. Hey, and also, Dama, I don't look. There's I better give it an honourable mention. I've got to give an honourable mention. We got the darts is back on. We got the Winnamood Darts Masters. I would have liked to bring this up earlier because there's already been a round play, but it's the PDC World Winnamood Darts Masters. You've got, hang on, let me just click on it. There already was a round played, and then it's on to the second round of scheduling. So that kicks off tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. So if you're up nice and early, 6 a.m. to 9:40, great time. 6 a.m. the first game starts. The last game's on at 9:40. So if you're getting up at like 7, 8 o'clock, you can catch a few games. Lukey Littler's on at 8:40 tomorrow as well. So you can check him out. You got Michael Van Guren's on after that as well. And then the quarterfinals will be the following day, and it will keep going on and on and on. The final is on the 3rd. So it keeps going all the way until Friday next week. So it's over the whole week. It's set format, ladies and gentlemen. It's not so they I think it's first to three legs in the set, and then you got to get to 3 sets to win the match. So it's a bit of a longer format of the game, and it's quite exciting. You can get some ebbs and flows in it, and guys coming back. So it's very, very entertaining. Tune in the Winnemoo Darts Masters. As I said, there were already some results on which I'll just quickly bring up because I've got them right here, and that's already Josh Rock defeated Watamina. You got Damon Header, the Aussie, defeated Ross Smith. This was a big upset. Rob Cross defeated by O'Connor from Ireland. Gerwin Price defeated Hempel. You'll get to know these names. Peter Wright, he's been around for many years. He's got the Mohawk.
Not the Essendon.
He's got the
player,
Mohawk. No, not Peter Wright, the Essendon player. Peter Wright, he's from Scotland, the darts player. He beat Kevin Dotes. Luke Humphries defeat Joe Cullen. Stephen Bunting.
Number one in the world, isn't he?
Luke number one, Luke Humphries. Yep. Stephen Bunting, he's very good. He won a big tournament just the other week. He defeated Borland, and Danny Noppert defeated Michael Smith. Michael Smith actually come out after this and said he's got an injury. He's got to have a surgery on his shoulder or something. So obviously, good luck to him with the surgery. But yeah, tune in darts. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, get around the darts. It's the only one of the only sports in the world that isn't influenced by umpires or referees. Just the skill of the player. That's it. And if you think it's easy to throw darts, I challenge anyone to get in front of a dartboard and try. And all I'm asking you is I want you to go around the board from 20 to 1 to green outer ball and hit the ball. And I want you to do that. And how long does it take you to do that? How many shots does it take you to do that? If you've never played darts before, just try to do that. I'm telling you, it's not that easy.
I agree. It wouldn't be easy at all. Multiverse says he has $20 on CM Punk to win the Rumble. What did you put $20 at? What's the odds? I actually think he will win.
Gamble responsibly, ladies and gentlemen.
Gamble responsibly. I actually think he will.
What's the odds, Multiverse? Let us know. Is that a little?
He cut a crazy.
He's returning. Is he returning or something like that? Or?
No, he's already returned. He's been back for a year. He got injured at last year's Royal Rumble, but he's fought a heap, heaps since then. But he cut a crazy promo with Cody Rhodes, who's the world champion, on the episode just before the Rumble, talking about how he's going to take his title, and it was so intense, and the promo went for about 10, 15 minutes. So if he doesn't win, I'd be pretty surprised. Should put some money on The Rock coming out as well in the Rumble. That's the rumor. To cost Roman Reigns.
Market.
Yeah, he's going to apparently cost Roman Reigns
the Rumble
win, and then they'll fight each other at WrestleMania like they were meant to fight each other last year. Yeah,
the
Rock
Usos.
versus Roman. The Usos. Crazy. Live on Netflix.
They've done well. The storyline's back on track, mate.
Yeah, to an extent, they're doing a pretty good job. Triple H also getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, so pretty good by him. It's not a big payout, but if I win, I took it at $4.33. If you bet now, it's come into $1.83. That would have been after the promo was cut.
Yeah,
Multiverse, 100%. Because I watched that promo and I thought the same thing. I'm like, I think you could be winning this.
It's all right. Take it. Good luck, Multiverse.
Take it. Good luck. That's pretty much it, Source. There's no releases. Obviously, we look at Tyson Beck, our good friend. He hasn't got anything on the cards at the moment. Hobby Talk was pretty much the backyard break story. We're not going to get into it again. It's right at the start of the show. We led with it. It's unfortunate we had to speak about something so negative, but when stuff like that comes up, it has to be called out. So we've got to do what we've got to do, and we like to try and we're not watchdogs clearly of the hobby, but we try and make this a nice, safe spot for people, and entertaining, not disgusting. I think that's the best way to put it. Any final thoughts, Saucy, before we wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm trying to find something here.
Footy season's coming. I did my super.
Footy season's coming. I just want to know, Doma. I just want to know, where's this guy? Where's that guy? Where is he?
He could actually be in my
Where is
Supercoach team.
Where is that guy?
I thought there is a Juan Garcia in the AFL.
If you don't know who that is, that's the also famous, formerly known as Card Porn, Mr. Juanito. Mr. Juanito.
What the hell?
Mr. Juanito. I don't know
This
where
is
he
not-
is, but
This is not my
the
account.
Gulf of Mexico.
It's going to be called the Gulf of America soon, according to Trumpster.
Oh, jeez. Build that wall. Build that wall. That's he's yep. Signing a lot of things.
Executive
He's the old
orders.
mate.
He's doing a
Trumpy.
good job. He's doing a good job. On that note, take a note, Australian government. Keep living, loving, and breathing. I'm done with the Grey Man sauce. And peace.
Peace out, ladies and gents. Don't forget to like us. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking All Sports. Double curve.